Oh, Imam Malik, are you inside?
Welcome, O Abdullah. Yes.
Did you forget about our appointment? Today, the governor of Medina is holding his meeting with scholars, jurists, and writers, and the meeting will not be complete without your presence.
Of course, I haven't forgotten, but it is still early.
But the Caliph has prepared a sumptuous banquet, and I suggest that we have lunch with him before the meeting.
But I have something more important to do.
And what's the matter? What are these traces on your fingers, and why have you rolled up your sleeves like that?
Because I work with my family.
What do you do?
Preparing this dough to bake.
You? By yourself?
And why not?
Excuse me. But I know you're quite well off, and you can afford a servant.
And be deprived of the reward for serving my family?
Ah, so you follow the ways of the Holy Messenger. Peace be upon him.
Peace and blessing be upon him. Yes, didn't he serve his family and also advise us to do so as well?
Fine then, I will go to the governor before you, and we will wait for you at the meeting. Peace be upon you.
Peace, God's mercy and blessings be upon you.
When Imam Malik became famous and number of his students increased, he decided to teach the student in his own house, especially because as he was aged, he found it harder and harder to leave the house.
You wear different clothes each time. Why do you work so much on your appearance before teaching? Oh my sir!
I always advise the one upon whom Allah has bestowed His blessings to show off those blessings, and that applies more on the people of knowledge. So they should display those blessings in the form of their clothing.
Imam Malik used to do all this out of revenge for knowledge, especially for the knowledge of noble Quran and the Hadith of the noble Messenger. May God's prayers and peace be upon him.
And the last hadith that I tell you today is that the Messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, forbade renting out the land. He, peace and blessings be upon him, was asked, it is not even permissible to rent it for some gold and paper, and the paper is silver. So he said, as the gold and paper, there is nothing wrong with it, but it is not permissible, for example, to rent an orchard to another person in return for a share of the fruit that the orchard tree produces, because this is a risk, as the trees may not bear fruit after renting them. Therefore, in order to protect the rights of the lesser, he should take the remuneration for the renting of the land for an agreed amount of money.
My master, Imam Malik.
What is your matter?
Excuse me, O my master. I know that today's class is devoted to the Hadith of Messenger. May God bless him and grant him peace. But I am coming to visit from the Morocco, and one of our scholars there sent me with a message to you. It is a jurisprudential query that our scholars cannot figure out. So I was asked to put it before you for your opinion.
One of the most important characteristics of Imam Malik was that he was keen on giving the legal Islamic statement. So, he did not give legal Islamic statement until after he was really sure about the matter on which he ruled.
Tell the one who sent you that I have no knowledge of this matter.
But I took a 6-month journey just to ask about this issue.
Well, come back tomorrow so I may find an answer to this problem. Who is the person who came up with that query yesterday?
Here I am, O Imam.
I don't know the answer to this question.
There is no person on the face of the earth more knowledgeable than you, and this is why I have come to you on a journey spanning over months.
I looked for an answer and believe me, I don't know it. The legal Islamic statement is not an easy matter, my son, and the scholar, before giving a legal Islamic statement, should expose himself to heaven and hell. He must also think about his own salvation on the day of the judgment.
I understand that, Imam.
Welcome, Commander of the Faithful, in the city of the Messenger of God. May God bless him and grant him peace. May God's prayers and peace be upon him. How much I have missed to speak with you, O Imam, and to benefit from your knowledge. I pray to Allah to enable me to live up to this responsibility. I blame you, O Malik, so blame me, O my Lord. When I ask you to come sit with me and advise me, you come without delay. But when I ask you to come to teach my two sons, Aaron and Moses, you do not attend. So what is the matter? Do you refuse to be the teacher of my children of Caliph? No, my Lord, but I refuse to come to teach them. I don't understand you. O Commander of Faithful, knowledge requires journey toward it, meaning that the disciples go to the teacher and not the teacher goes to the disciples to teach. You are right, man. This is how we learn, and this is how we shall teach our children, Aaron and Moses.
Your order, Father.
From tomorrow, you will go to attend the study circle of Imam Malik. And after the study circle, you will accompany him to his house. This is our great Imam. You are most welcome, my Lord. I ask your permission to leave, Commander of the Faithful. O leader, accompany the Imam to the door.
My lord's command!
Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you, and God's mercy and blessings be upon you.
You are weird, O Imam. I have never seen anyone sitting with the Caliph who was not nervous and sweating. But I always find you dignified and calm as if you are not afraid of him.
Because I don't really fear from him. I respect him, love him, and appreciate him. And I commit no wrong so as far to fear from him.
Imam Malik left behind him one of the most important books, the Muwatta, and it is the book on which so many people based their knowledge.